Hey everybody, welcome back to The Pressing Matters. I'm Scott. I just heard the most remarkable transformation. This is the new Intervention release of Johnny Cash with his Hot and Blue guitar. Johnny Cash's first album for Sun Records. It's a collection of singles put together as a sort of greatest hits compilation. It's a classic record, very desirable in its original pressing for collectors, but I don't think anyone's ever heard it truly like it does sound today on the Intervention release. I have an early Sun pressing here, probably late 50s, early 60s. It's a little hard to determine. That pressing is, to me, an uninvolving historical document. Yeah, the songs are there. Doing My Time, Folsom Prison Blues, Rock Island Line, Lonesome Whistle, I Walk the Line. You'll recognize a lot of them. Simple recordings, focus on Johnny's voice, minimal instrumentation around him. It's magic when you hear it right. But in my opinion, what I heard on this original Sun pressing is pretty much a mess. Not only the high noise floor of the vinyl used, and this is a clean pressing, it's just they use poor quality vinyl. So right off the bat, you're listening through a haze of surface noise, groove noise. But beyond that, there are glimpses of magic here and there, but there are a number of issues. The presence is severely lacking. It feels flat and uninvolving. There are tape issues, it seems. Little drops in volume. Sometimes a loss of highs that disappear and then come back. It's a historical curiosity in its original pressing. Important one, no doubt, but one that was uninvolving. When I got to the new one, it was a totally different story. How this worked was very much like the previous Sun Records reissues from Intervention. Shane at Intervention Records was provided high-resolution digital files of every version of the takes that are on this album. So there may be multiple tapes with Rock Island Line on it, and no one really knew for sure which was the master. And without careful listening to each of them, no one could assemble a collection like this, like Shane has done. So he did the listening. He found what are the best sounding takes of each song. He had the folks at Iron Mountain do a one-to-one analog transfer of the tapes he chose in assembled order to put together a cutting master for Kevin Gray to cut at a Cohearent. It was cut at 45 RPM. I think when someone has taken on a role like this, in a way, I view Shane as a steward or curator of the Sun Records catalog now. That person needs to have very good taste, for one thing. A respect for the past, a knowledge of present technology, a very good ear for discerning differences, and a very good eye for presentation as well. Shane has all these things. Hearing the Intervention release was a joy. It was a joy because instead of feeling 4 times removed from the source, I felt like I was hearing it for the first time. That might sound like a cliche, but it's so evident with this. The clarity, the depth, the dynamic range, although not extreme, is much, much better. Surface noise, of course, is gone. The feeling that you're listening to the best master possible is there in spades. The voice sounds amazing, just amazing. The low resonant tone that we associate with Johnny Cash is so much more vibrant on this reissue. The presence is amazing. It feels so close to the master, that I don't think anyone who's heard anything over the years has heard these songs like this. It's staggering, the difference. Also, I will say that unlike so many remastering projects that try to bring out details and goose up things, there's none of that here. The respect for the past is there. It doesn't try to make it something it's not. What it does is present this in the absolute best quality possible, and it's a revelation. What was a distant historical document has become vital and alive through this reissue. It's remarkable. I was so engaged with this. And really, I appreciate this, but in the past, I didn't think it was really my cup of tea, But now, it's fascinating to listen to how much better the quality is. I couldn't get over it. I couldn't get over it. This is the original that I was listening to. You can see on the jacket how it may not be a first pressing, but there's some subtleties here in the colors chosen for the orange, the sepia toning here, little details throughout. Look at this. The blue in the background was painstakingly chosen from original scans of original pressings. And this orange looks solid and beautiful. This looks so much more perfect for the sepia toning. The jacket looks fantastic. Fantastic. Pressing is by Gotta Groove Records. Kevin Gray did a great job with this. Oh my God. The combination of all these experts working on this, Shane, Kevin, and the liner notes in particular by Colin Escott, a noted historian of this time period, add immeasurably to your appreciation of this record. It was a joy to hear this. If you're at all interested in this record, even if you have the dozens of previous gray market reissues, if you have the very first Sun Records pressing, or even if you have the singles, if you're lucky enough to have those, this is something very special. It's taken it to a completely different level. And I think you'll be overjoyed with what you hear on this record. Let me know what you think about this. Johnny Cash and his hot and blue guitar from Intervention Records. I can't recommend it highly enough. A fabulous job from Shane and Associates. Until next time, I'm Scott for The Pressing Matters. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.